We're coming to you from Bergen, Norway for the European Under-23 Championships, and it's time for the women's pole vault final. The runway is prepped, the bar is rising, and so is the pressure. These are Europe's top young vaulters, national champions, record breakers, fearless competitors, all battling for glory in the air. Expect drama. Expect emotion. Expect a showdown above the bar. If you love raw competition and real talent, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Ashleel, and hit that bell so you never miss a video. Let's begin. The bar is set at 3.95 meters. This is 20-year-old Zofia Gaborska from Poland. She is the reigning Polish Under-23 champion and continues to rise in the national ranks. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.31 meters.
In lane 5, and Italy. In lane 4, bergen.
Calm and focused, Gaborska builds speed, plants smoothly, and glides over the bar with ease. A clean first-time clearance to get her final underway.
Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
This is 20-year-old Iliana Triantafyllou from Greece. She is a former European Under-18 champion and a promising talent in the pole vault. Her personal best is 4.30 meters. The Greek athlete is a serious contender for a podium place here. Triantafyllou soars above the bar with plenty of room to spare and gets her campaign underway with confidence.
Exchange, Netherlands going very well, and it's Netherlands in front of France in the first exchange. Great Britain coming very well on the inside now. And when they break into the curve, Netherlands.
This is 20-year-old Elzė Kudulytė from Lithuania. She finished second at the Lithuanian Indoor Championships earlier this year and continues to improve with every season. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.15 meters. Kudulytė is the first to knock down the bar. She goes up for her opening attempt, but clips the bar on the way through. Didn't expect to see the first miss of the final this early. This is 21-year-old Clara Fernández from Spain. She is the reigning Spanish Under-23 champion both indoors and outdoors, and continues to be one of the country's top young vaulters. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.25 meters.
Spain and France with a few meters now down to Netherlands and Ireland. Italy in 5th position.
Fernández can't quite find the rhythm on her first attempt. She clips the bar and it comes down, a missed opener for the Spaniard.
So the top 3 at the moment: Spain, France, Netherlands, Ireland in 5th, and Italy, Ireland in 4th, Italy in 5th. Entering the home straight, 3 direct spots to the final. France coming on the outside, taking the lead from Spain. Well, side by side now, Spain answering. And
This is 21-year-old Nayah Cauvin from France. She finished second at the French Under-23 Indoor Championships and went on to claim silver at the Senior French Indoor Championships just weeks later. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.36 meters. Cauvin makes it look effortless, a smooth run-up, clean plant, and she sails over 3.95 meters with ease. This is 19-year-old Miia Tillmann from Estonia. She is the reigning Estonian Under-23 champion and has also won national titles both indoors and outdoors. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.25 meters.
Second after 4 events in fourth position at 6:21, and then it's also high in the overall standings at 6:14.
Tillmann clears the bar on her first attempt. Solid technique, steady execution, and no trouble at 3.95 meters. A clean start to her competition.
And on the big screen now is the final standings in the big group.
This is 20-year-old Viktorie Ondrová from Czechia. A rising name in the pole vault, she is a former silver medalist at the European Under-18 Championships and the Czech Under-23 national champion. Ondrová claimed the Czech national title earlier this year. Her personal best is 4.32 meters. No problems there for the Czech athlete as she clears 3.95 meters on her first attempt. This is 20-year-old Rugilė Miklyčiūtė from Lithuania, a national champion both indoors and outdoors. She is the Lithuanian Under-23 champion and a former silver medalist at the European Under-20 Championships. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.26 meters, a national Under-20 record. Miklyčiūtė joins the list of first-time clearances, a confident approach and a well-timed vault as she sails over 3.95 meters with no trouble. This is 21-year-old Chiara Sistermann from Germany. She won the German Under-23 title earlier this year and claimed silver at the World Under-20 Championships in 2022. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.35 meters. Sistermann makes no mistake, a clean, controlled vault, and she clears the bar with ease. She's through at 3.95 meters, and there's no doubt she's one of the strong contenders in this final. This is 19-year-old Fiona Heinzmann from Switzerland. A rising name in Swiss athletics, she finished second at the National Indoor Championships earlier this year. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.20 meters. Heinzmann gets her competition underway with a smooth and confident vault. No issues at all for the Swiss athlete. This is 20-year-old Elise Gruber from Austria. She won the bronze medal at the European Under-20 Championships in 2021 and is a multiple-time national and Under-23 champion. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.15 meters, a national Under-18 record. Gruber opens her campaign with a textbook vault, clean takeoff, great elevation, and a first-time clearance at 3.95 meters.
And also Gaborska, Heinzmann, Miklyčiūtė. Ondrová, Sistermann.
Kudulytė returns for her second attempt at 3.95 meters, looking to correct the earlier miss. A much cleaner vault this time, and she's safely over the bar.
The medals are presented by LOC Medical Director Dr. Våg Lindshausen. Bronze medalists. Representing Germany, Miia Lucas.
Fernández is back for her second attempt at 3.95 meters. A much better execution this time, and the Spaniard is over.
And still at 395 there in the women's pole vault final, and a good one as we just saw there on the big screen by Clara Fernández in her second attempt.
Round 1 comes to a close, and it's a clean sweep in the end. All athletes who attempted 3.95 meters have now cleared the height. They'll move forward to the next round, where the bar goes up to 4.10 meters. We're into the second round, and the bar is now set at 4.10 meters. Gaborska will be the first to attempt this new height. Ignore the on-screen graphic showing 3.95. That's incorrect.
Still in the competition after 11 of them jumped at
Gaborska leads off at 4.10 meters and handles it with confidence. A clean approach, solid takeoff, and a smooth clearance. She's over on her first attempt again.
Medal ceremony shot put men. The medals are presented by Vestland County Per Morten Ekerholt. Bronze medalist representing Netherlands, Yannick Rodvink.
Triantafyllou takes her first attempt at 4.10 meters, and once again makes it look easy, sailing over the bar with plenty of daylight in between.
Silver medalist representing Sweden, Leo Sikovic.
And in the pole vault final then, 4:10 now, first attempt for Elzė Kudulytė from Lithuania.
Kudulytė begins her round at 4.10 meters, but runs into trouble on her first attempt. Once again, she begins with a miss to open the round.
And the nations who qualified for the 4x4 men's final.
This is 21-year-old Elise Russis from France. She won the silver medal at the World Under-20 Championships in 2021 and is the reigning French under-23 indoor champion. Her personal best in the pole vault is 4.40 meters. Russis chose to pass on the opening height. The French vaulter is one of the favorites for a podium finish here, and all eyes are on her as she begins her campaign.
First attempt at 4:10.
It's not the start Russis was hoping for. She clips the bar on the way up and brings it down. A missed first attempt at 4.10 meters for the French favorite.
She's very capable, though, having cleared 4:36 earlier this season, we see. Clara Fernández will be next to make her first attempt at 4:10. Has set a PB this year at 4:25.
Fernández gets plenty of height, but not quite the distance on her first attempt at 4.10 meters. She clips the bar on the way down, and it's a miss to start the round.
Pretty close for the Spanish as well at 4:10 in the first attempt. But Triantafyllou is still the only one to have cleared 4:10 in her first attempt. And next to try will be Nayah Cauvin from France. The PB this year has given 4:36.
Cauvin looks solid through the approach and takeoff, but just clips the bar on the way down. It's a close miss for her on her first attempt at 4.10 meters.
She got the height, but touched the bar on her way down. Miia Tillmann from Estonia, getting ready for her first attempt at 4:10. She's set a personal best this year at 4:25.
Tillmann follows with her first attempt at 4.10 meters, but it doesn't come together. She doesn't get the distance she needs and knocks the bar down. A miss for the Estonian on her first attempt. Ondrová is back on the runway for her first attempt at 4.10 meters. And once again, she delivers. A clean, confident vault and another first-time clearance for the Czech athlete. She's looking sharp in this final.
Her first attempt here with ease, the Czech, to go up into joint lead with the Triantafyllou.
And we're ready for the first track final of the day. 33 races are lining up on the track now.
Miklyčiūtė continues her strong form. She clears 4.10 meters on her first attempt with a smooth, controlled vault. It's a clean slate so far for the Lithuanian, who's looking composed and consistent in this final.
From Ukraine, we have Miklyčiūtė. And representing Italy, the European under-23 season lead, Emiliano Brigante.
Sistermann makes it look effortless once again. She sails over 4.10 meters on her first attempt. The height poses no challenge for the German, who's moving through the rounds with ease. Heinzmann is ready to take her first attempt at 4.10 meters. It's close. She gets plenty of height, but not quite enough distance. Not a bad effort, but it's a miss for the Swiss on her first attempt.
Second and almost come up to the Croatian.
Gruber doesn't quite get the takeoff she was looking for on her first attempt at 4.10 meters. She's off balance through the vault and can't clear the bar. A miss by the Austrian on her first attempt.
So it's still first attempt at 4.10 there. 45
Kudulytė returns for her second attempt at 4.10 meters.
PB, which she set in the qualification there.
She doesn't rotate fully at the top and finds herself in an awkward position mid-air, but she manages to get over the bar. It's not the cleanest vault, but it counts.
This is already her second best competition ever. The qualification there again. So they're looking
Fernández returns for her second attempt at 4.10 meters.
And he did it here at 4.25. And that's good.
This time, it's smooth and controlled. The Spaniard clears the bar cleanly and advances to the next round.
The race walk, it's Fredrik Weigel from Germany who leads the field in 4:01 to the first K.
And Russis and Nayah, Cauvin getting ready now for her second attempt at 4.10. She has set a personal best this season at 4.36.
Cauvin adjusts, well, a confident vault that takes her into the next round and keeps her in the hunt for a top spot.
Over the bar with, that's really some clearance there by Cauvin.
Tillmann returns for her second attempt at 4.10 meters, and this time she gets it right. A smooth takeoff, plenty of height, and she's over.
Some space between her and the bar there, Tillmann.
Russis is in a spot of bother. She's failed both her opening attempts at 4.10 meters, and now it all comes down to this, her third and final try. One of the medal favorites coming in, it's surprising to see her under pressure this early. She'll need to hold her nerve and deliver now to stay in the competition. And deliver she does. Russis soars over the bar on her final attempt, calm under pressure when it mattered most. That was quite a scare, but she keeps her hopes alive in this final.
Participants in the A group of the German in the women's heptathlon. And among those, jobbar vi där Saga Vanninen, Rugilė Fernández second currently.
Heinzmann, too, finds herself in that tense, do-or-die position, needing a clearance to stay in contention. She gives it her all, gets plenty of height, but not quite enough distance, and the bar comes down. A brave effort, but the Swiss athlete becomes the first to bow out of the competition.
Fredrik Weigel in the lead, followed by Emiliano Brigante and Nicola Ruchak as three up front. It is
Gruber steps up for her third and final attempt, knowing it's all or nothing.
And it's third and final attempt at 4.10 now for Elise Gruber. Gruber coming now at 4.10. But it's
Unfortunately, it's almost a mirror of her earlier effort. She doesn't get the launch she needs and gets off balance mid-air. Frustration and disappointment for the Austrian, who makes an early exit from the final. And that brings the second round to a close. Two athletes bow out, and the competition now tightens as we move into round 3. The bar is raised to 4.20 meters, a height that will truly test the field and separate the contenders from the rest. Gaborska takes her first attempt at 4.20 meters, and she clears it once again. That's 3 first attempt clearances in a row for the Polish athlete, who's building a smooth and impressive series. She's looking rock solid in this final. Triantafyllou soars over the bar at 4.20 meters with ease, maintaining her flawless record. The Greek athlete is looking composed and confident, firmly establishing herself as a serious contender for a spot on the podium. Kudulytė opens her round with another missed attempt. That's now 3 straight rounds, starting with a foul. She looked a little off balance on the landing too and nearly slipped off the mat. Russis will be looking for a smoother start this time after that nerve-wracking previous round. It's not the start she wanted. Russis fails her first attempt at 4.20 meters. A shaky beginning once again.
And in the forward, Clara Fernández, first attempt at 4.20. Only 5 centimeters below personal best.
Fernández, too, starts the round with a failed attempt, didn't get her takeoff right, and ended up in an awkward position in the air. Cauvin gets plenty of height, but not enough distance. She clips the bar on the way down. It's a failed attempt, and she'll have to regroup for her second. Tillmann too comes up short on her first attempt at 4.20 meters. Much like Cauvin, she gets the height but lacks the distance. Ondrová sets up for her first attempt at 4.20 meters. She's been flawless so far. Let's see if she can keep that momentum going.
And set up a high speed, having now 10 meters gap down.
The Czech athlete soars over the bar. Another flawless vault from Ondrová. She's putting together a brilliant series in this final.
And we are now halfway in this competition in this moment. 20:10.2 for the German in the lead, 2 seconds in front of the chasing pack.
Miklyčiūtė registers her first failed attempt of the final at 4.20 meters. Not quite the execution she wanted, but she'll have 2 more chances to get over.
It's Sistermann.
Sistermann gets tantalizingly close. She has the height, but just grazes the bar on her way down. That's her first failed attempt of the final, but she still looks composed and in control. Russis returns for her second attempt at 4.20 meters, and this time, she nails it. A flawless vault, smooth from takeoff to landing. That should calm the nerves and help her find her rhythm moving forward.
the French.
Cauvin returns for her second attempt and makes no mistake this time. A clean clearance that takes her into the next round.
There are four in the leading group here. Miklyčiūtė from Ukrainian in the lead in front of Emiliano Brigante from Italy, Maslum from Turkey, and Nicola Lumusio from Italy. That's the four guys in the leading group.
Kudulytė steps up for her third and final attempt at 4.20 meters. It's all or nothing now. She gives it her best, but knocks down the bar. That brings her final to an end. A tough exit, but the Lithuanian leaves having shown plenty of fight.
20 soon to come. Then also for Fernández. He's next up in the pole there.
Fernández now stands at the runway, preparing for her final attempt at 4.20 meters. The pressure is immense. She needs this to stay in the competition.
So Fernández then getting ready for her final attempt at 420, which is 75 centimeters below her personal best.
She gives it a go, but can't get the clearance she needs. The bar comes down, and with it, her hopes of advancing. The Spaniard's journey in this final comes to an end. A tough way to go out, but she'll take valuable experience from this performance. Now, it's Tillmann with her last attempt at 4.20 meters. Tillmann takes a deep breath and launches into her final attempt. But it's not to be. She doesn't get the clearance, and with that, her campaign comes to an early end. Disappointment and heartbreak for the young Estonian, who showed plenty of promise, but just couldn't get past 4.20 meters today. Miklyčiūtė, who had breezed through the first two rounds without a miss, now finds herself under real pressure at 4.20 meters. This is her third and final attempt. It's do or die for the Lithuanian. And Miklyčiūtė delivers when it matters most. She sails over the bar on her final attempt, clean and confident. That's a clutch clearance to keep her hopes alive in this final. Sistermann steps up for her third and final attempt at 4.20 meters. She takes a deep breath, starts her run, and clears it. What a response under pressure. The German keeps herself in the competition with a brilliant clearance, just when she needed it most.
And that's the last attempt in the competition by anyone at 4:20. 7 athletes still in it as the bar goes up to 4:30.
That brings an end to round 3. 3 athletes, Kudulytė, Fernández, and Tillmann, bow out of the competition. We now head into round 4, where the bar is raised to 4.30 meters. The field is narrowing, and with a spot on the podium at stake, the pressure is about to ramp up even more. Let the battle for the medals begin. Once again, it's Gaborska who will open the round. The Polish pole vaulter has been flawless so far, clearing every height on her first attempt. And Gaborska registers her first miss of the competition. She knocks the bar down on her way up. A slight error, but nothing too worrying just yet. She still has 2 more chances at 4.30 meters.
With 1.5 left to go, the Italian in second place now behind with 550 meters to go.
Triantafyllou takes her first attempt at 4.30 meters. She's been cruising so far with first attempt clearances in every round.
In the lead with 200 meters to go.
Triantafyllou gets very close on her first attempt at 4.30 meters. Plenty of height, but not quite enough distance. The Greek athlete registers her first miss of the final, ending what had been a flawless run so far. Now, Russis with her first attempt at 4.30 meters. And it's Russis who becomes the first athlete to clear 4.30 meters, doing it on her very first attempt. After a shaky start to her competition, the French pole vaulter delivers when it matters most and rockets herself into the lead. This vault puts her right in the thick of the medal battle. Cauvin now takes her first attempt at 4.30 meters. She's been solid through the last 2 rounds, but this time she can't quite get the launch she needs. It's a miss for the French athlete on her first attempt. Ondrová steps up for her first attempt at 4.30 meters. She's been absolutely perfect so far. Not a single miss through 3 rounds. Ondrová almost makes it over. She gets the height, but just grazes the bar on her way down. That's her first miss of the final. Miklyčiūtė is on the runway for her first attempt after an eventful previous round.
So just for Fernández, we saw a moment ago on the big screen. And ready now for Bruno.
Miklyčiūtė brushes the bar on her way down, but it stays up. The Lithuanian is ecstatic as she clears 4.30 meters. With that, she advances to the next round, and a spot on the podium is now well within reach. And it's also a new personal best for Miklyčiūtė, as she equals the Lithuanian national record. The Lithuanian is delivering when it matters most, stepping up on the big stage with nerves of steel. Sistermann steps up for her first attempt at 4.30 meters. Her previous round was a bit of a battle, needing all 3 attempts to clear the bar. And that's almost a replay of Miklyčiūtė's clearance. Sistermann brushes the bar on her way down, but it holds. A first attempt clearance for the German, and a big step forward in this high-stakes final.
A joint lead and for Sistermann with Miklyčiūtė, only 3 attempts both for 20 and now clearing 4:30 in the first, so they are in a joint leading position of Miklyčiūtė and Sistermann. Russis in third place, also having cleared 4:30 in her. So there are 3 athletes.
Gaborska is under pressure now. This is her third and final attempt at 4.30 meters. She needs to clear this to stay in the competition and keep her podium hopes alive.
4:30, just moving her 2 other attempts up to the next side. So it's Gaborska now. Third and final attempt for the power race yet for 30 centimeters short of her PB. And Gaborska. Oh, she comes.
Gaborska gives it her all on her final attempt, but just can't keep the bar up. It's the end of the road for the Polish pole vaulter, who opened the competition with a string of confident first attempt clearances. She can hold her head high after a strong showing in a high-quality final.
And it's Nayah starting to get ready for her third and final attempt at 4:30. As the set of PB this year.
Cauvin, too, finds herself in a do-or-die situation. It's her third and final attempt at 4.30 meters. The pressure is on.
Coming out, third and final attempt at 4:30. And she's over.
Cauvin delivers when it matters most. She clears the bar on her third attempt and stays alive in this gripping final. A clutch performance from the French pole vaulter. Her medal hopes are very much alive.
In that jump, for sure to beat her personal best here in Bergen at 4:36. And Holland now in the triple jump at in 16:16. And this
That brings an end to round 4, where we saw just one athlete, Gaborska, bow out. Meanwhile, Ondrová and Triantafyllou have opted for a bold strategy, skipping the remaining attempts at 4.30 meters and saving them for the next round. We now move into the 5th round, with the bar raised to 4.35 meters. The competition is heating up, and every attempt from here on could decide the medals. The battle for the podium is on. Triantafyllou goes first. She only has 2 attempts in this round, which she has carried forward from the previous round. And Triantafyllou is unable to get over on her first try at 4.35 meters. She now has just one attempt remaining to stay in this final. The pressure is on. Russis steps up for her first attempt at 4.35 meters. She is currently in the third place in the rankings.
39:45:84 Emiliano Brigante, just the silver in 39:49:64 and Oscar Martinez the bronze in 39:58:84.
And Martial now second attempt in a triple jump for the Bulgarian with a PB at 16:17 this year. Had a long jump in the first round, that was a foul. Can he get another long one?
Russis doesn't quite get the launch she's looking for. That's a miss on her first attempt at 4.35 meters.
A long one for Martial, who gets the white flag there. And will probably go right into a current top three position here, the Bulgarian. The guard of 16-16 in a third place until we get confirmation of 16-22 here for Martial, and that's a personal best. He's assisted by only 1.2 here as far as the win is concerned. So PB in third position then for Martial, and coming now in Cauvin in the pole vault.
Cauvin follows next, but she can't make it past the bar. She clips the bar on her way up. Her first miss at 4.35 meters.
Steven Freund in a fourth position. Now the German 1581 and 1616 will take him up into third. So much shorter than 1581 for Steven Freund.
Ondrová steps up for her only attempt at 4.35 meters. She had been flawless through the early rounds, but two costly misses at 4.30 changed her plans. Now, it all comes down to this, her final shot to stay in the competition and fight for a medal.
At this side, moving up the last attempt after two poles at 4:30. Coming out at a 4:35 for a lead and a PB.
And Ondrová clears it. What a sensational jump under pressure. She can hardly believe it herself. That was a clutch performance when it mattered most. The Czech athlete is right back in the mix and now moves into the #1 position. And it's a new personal best for her as well. What a moment for the Czech athlete.
And Sistermann, no injured, second, Rugilė in fourth. And then you see Kudulytė and Triantafyllou all with one foul at 4:35. Sistermann yet to jump at
It's Miklyčiūtė now, riding the momentum after her personal best in the previous round.
and so is Miklyčiūtė. She is coming now at 4:35 for a PB. That's a good
So close from Miklyčiūtė. She almost gets over, but just clips the bar on her way down. A near miss, but she still has two more chances to get it right. Sistermann gets ready for her first attempt at 4.35 meters.
Italian in the current standing, up against Bruno, 16:47 and Cauvin 16:39.
And she just clips the bar on her way down. A good effort, but a miss for the German on her first attempt at 4.35 meters. Triantafyllou returns for her final attempt at 4.35 meters. This is everything. A clearance here keeps her in the final and in the fight for a medal. The pressure is immense.
And this is her last attempt on the side. The Greek coming now.
It was a valiant effort from Triantafyllou. She had the height, but just not the distance on that final attempt. Her journey in this final comes to an end, but the Greek athlete showed tremendous consistency and poise throughout the competition. A strong showing on the European stage, and no doubt we'll be seeing much more of her in the future. Miklyčiūtė returns for her second attempt at 4.35 meters. A clearance here would not only keep her in medal contention, it would also mean another personal best and a new Lithuanian national record. Can she rise to the occasion once more?
Elise current 8th position now. A key position coming to one, especially when we are towards the end of the third round as we move to the pole vault now for Miklyčiūtė. Second attempt there at 4.35. And that's a great jump there by the...
Miklyčiūtė screams with joy. It's another personal best, a new Lithuanian national record, and she inches ever closer to a spot on the podium. What a sensational performance from the Lithuanian.
At the under 23 and the senior level. And so she's right up into second place there, becoming the second of the contestants in this final to clear 4.35. In the second attempt, then Ondrová over in her first attempt.
Sistermann steps up for her second attempt at 4.35 meters.
Who will be next there at 4.35, which is identical to her PB. Sistermann coming now 4.35.
And she nails it! That equals her personal best and strengthens her case for a podium finish.
Her personal best, and she is now in a joint second position with Miklyčiūtė.
Cauvin is on the runway for her final attempt at 4.35 meters. It's do or die for the French pole vaulter.
And it's ready for a new relay. 4x1 100-meter relay women, round 1, heat 1, and out in lane 8, Gaborska from the Netherlands. In lane 7, Gaborska from Portugal. In lane 6,
Cauvin doesn't quite get the launch she needs. Her takeoff isn't clean, and she doesn't make it over the bar. It's a tough end for the French athlete, who showed real composure and determination throughout the final. She may be out of the medal race, but she leaves with valuable experience and plenty to be proud of.
and Lithuania. And in lane 2, Piotrowska from Poland.
That brings an end to round 5. One athlete, Cauvin, was eliminated after a valiant effort. Russis chose to skip her attempts at 4.35 meters, opting instead to conserve her energy for the next height. We now move into round 6, with the bar raised to 4.40 meters. Only 4 athletes remain in this gripping women's pole vault final, but with only 3 podium spots up for grabs, the stakes couldn't be higher. This round will decide who takes home the medals. Ondrová steps up for her first attempt at 4.40 meters. A clearance here would all but guarantee her a place on the podium. Ondrová sails over the bar and sets yet another personal best. Unbelievable composure and determination from the Czech athlete, who delivers once again under pressure. She's been fearless throughout the final. And this jump all but seals a medal. What a sensational breakthrough for Ondrová on the European stage.
And for anyone to beat Ondrová now, she needs to get higher than 40.
And the results of the first heat in the 4x1 100, Great Britain and Northern Ireland won in 40.
Miklyčiūtė steps up for her first attempt at 4.40 meters. The Lithuanian looks calm and focused as she readies for this huge moment. Can she keep the momentum going? She gets close, very close, but just brushes the bar on her way down. Not a bad attempt at all from Miklyčiūtė, who still has 2 more chances at 4.40 meters. Sistermann gets ready for her first attempt at 4.40 meters. It's a good launch, but she can't quite keep it clean. Knocks the bar on her way over. Coming into this round, Russis had 2 attempts at 4.40 meters after strategically skipping the previous height. She has already used one. This is her last shot to stay in the competition. A miss here, and she will finish just outside the podium in 4th place. And no, it's heartbreak for Russis. The French athlete had a mixed bag of a competition, flashes of brilliance punctuated by moments of struggle. But she fought hard, delivered when the pressure was on, and came close to the medals. Just not today. She bows out with pride in 4th place. Miklyčiūtė returns for her 3rd and final attempt at 4.40 meters. The Lithuanian has already delivered an unforgettable performance in this final. Guaranteed a spot on the podium, having twice broken her personal best and setting a new national record. Can she take it even higher? Miklyčiūtė knocks down the bar on her final attempt at 4.40 meters. But what a competition she's had. With that, she's secured herself a place on the podium. The color of the medal, though, is still to be decided.
Results of this second heat in the 4 times 100, Switzerland won in 43-47 in front of Germany, 43-62 in France, 44-30.
That brings us to the end of round 6. Elise Russis finishes just outside the podium in 4th place, after a valiant but ultimately heartbreaking campaign. Sistermann has opted to skip her attempts at 4.40 meters, choosing instead to focus all her energy on 4.45 meters in a bold bid to stay in contention for the gold. As we enter the 7th round, the medal standings are beginning to take shape. Sistermann currently holds the bronze, Miklyčiūtė is in silver, and Ondrová leads the field with the gold position. With the bar now raised to 4.45 meters, this next round will decide if Sistermann can challenge Ondrová for the gold or Miklyčiūtė for the silver. Ondrová gets ready for her second attempt at 4.45 meters. She already has 2 personal bests under her belt in this final and leads the competition.
In lane 3 from Norway, Norge. And in lane 2, Acton from the Netherlands.
Ondrová is in disbelief, and so are we. That's her 3rd personal best clearance of the final, and what a time to deliver it. She's risen to every challenge, and this brilliant clearance at 4.45 meters all but seals the gold. A truly dream come true performance from the Czech star.
This first heat is after France going well in lane 6. Also Italy in lane 5 with a strong first leg. Then in Netherlands coming very well down the back straight on the second leg and through the bend here in Netherlands. And France are in the lead.
Sistermann steps onto the runway for her final attempt at 4.45 meters. The stakes couldn't be higher. Clear this, and she stays in the hunt for gold and locks in at least a silver. Miss, and it's still a place on the podium, but with bronze. All eyes on the German now.
And for Sistermann, this is a defining moment for 45 for the German, or she doesn't.
Sistermann gives it everything, but can't quite get over the bar. There's a flicker of disappointment, but also a big smile on her face, because she walks away with a well-earned bronze medal.
After an incredible competition here by the Czech, coming into the final with a PB at 4:32, she did 4:35 and 4:40 in her first attempt, and she just got it at 4:45 in her second for her 3rd PB of the final. Oh, what a great day for the European Under-23 champion, Viktorie Ondrová, and
What an electrifying final in Bergen, one that delivered drama, emotion, and brilliance at every height. Bronze goes to Germany's Chiara Sistermann, who matched her personal best of 4.35 meters in a clutch second attempt that kept her in the medal race. After surviving a tough earlier round where she needed all 3 tries, Sistermann found her rhythm again and showed incredible fight. Her consistency and determination earned her a well-deserved place on the podium and a smile that said it all. The silver medal belongs to Rugilė Miklyčiūtė of Lithuania, who was simply sensational. She delivered when it counted, setting not 1 but 2 personal bests and equaling the national record at 4.30 before breaking it at 4.35. Her passion was on full display as she fought through each round with heart and precision, marking a career-defining moment and a breakthrough on the international stage. And then came Viktorie Ondrová. The Czech vaulter entered this final with composure and walked out a champion. She cleared 3 personal bests, first at 4.30, then 4.35, and finally a jaw-dropping 4.45 meters that sealed the gold medal. Her ability to deliver under pressure, especially after skipping attempts and making do-or-die jumps, showed not just talent, but tremendous mental strength. It was a golden performance in every sense. This final was more than just about the medal winners. To every athlete in this final, thank you for the courage, the fight, and the heart. You didn't just battle for medals, you gave us a show of elite sport at its finest. And that's a wrap from the women's pole vault final at the European Under-23 Championships in Bergen. What a showdown. Personal bests, national records, and unforgettable performances. If you enjoyed this coverage, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment from the world of athletics. We've got more action, more stories, and more champions coming your way, right here on Ashleel.
Great performances now over there on the big screen with Viktorie Ondrová from Czechia as the European Under-23 champion. 4:45, 30 centimeters improvement of her PB. In second, Rugilė Miklyčiūtė from Lithuania, a national record here at 4:35, and joint second position then with Germany's Chiara, Sistermann equaling her PB at